Welcome back. This is C. Murray once again. We are watching the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Ventus walkthrough, critical walkthrough, and this is the Dwarf Woodlands Part 2. We're just going to begin this level by picking up some items. And that's basically all we'll be doing on this level. Well, that's far from true. I mean, other than getting right into the meat and bones of it, what we're going to be doing here shortly is we're going to meet up with Snow White and then rescue her out of the forest, out of the woods. And it can be a pain because there's this time event that you have to do with the trees so she doesn't die, and I managed to pull it off first try, but it can be difficult. Well, I can see how it can be difficult because she does almost die on me. And then after that, we'll be fighting the final boss of this world, which I did have trouble with, and I'll be going over it with you here shortly. But we left off last video of me complaining about my internet. And since I've said anything about it, I've been having fairly decent time with it. No issues as of yet since yesterday when I recorded part 1. And I also received an email from the internet company stating, well, from the apartment complex stating that the internet company will be providing services overnight. So I may lose internet between like 1 to 2 a.m. But I guess the reviews do work, folks, because something had to have been heard. But okay, so now we have Snow White. The trees will come to life, and you have to defend her from the trees and the enemies. You can't just focus on one and not the other, as far as I'm aware. But as you can see, boom, you just do it, hit the button it tells you to hit, which I believe is square. And then you have to hit X to do the white calm ability to back the trees away, and then quickly attend to the little rascals that are running around here. I don't know the name of these enemies because I don't have a guide, and I don't take the time to look in my journal, if it is even called a journal still in this game, since we don't have Jiminy. I assume it's still called a journal. But as you can see here, she's getting ganged up on by 2 trees. And if you press X, there are sometimes, if you're not aligned correctly, you will not get the white calm command prompts. Which can, as you can see, up in the top left is Snow White's health. Once the bar is filled, she will be dead. Instead of a health bar, it's a damage bar. So there's not even a guarantee she would be dead. She just would take an overwhelmingly amount of damage that reaches a limit that won't let you proceed and cause you to retry. Because that's the challenge of the game. But then you have to wait for the specific time. Boom, hit it. White calm. Got it. Now let's kill these little green knights, scyther looking things. Alright, boom. And I get no X for the white calm. I don't know what to do, so I just attack the tree. And if there's a better way to deal with this, let me know. But as you can see, we almost lost Snow White. But we didn't. We luckily just made it out the last second, but I have no idea what I did or what I didn't do to prevent from reacting to that tree. So I just got lucky there, folks. There was no skill or strategy, but ideally you want to press square for the action command when it comes up, and then just see, there's little things underground are the worst once they go underground. But after you hit the action command, then make sure you promptly hit X to do the white calm ability, and we reached our goal. So now there's only one more thing to do. We're going to heal. We're going to reassign our abilities and commands and pick up an item, I believe, in Snow White's house, and then we're off to finish the Dwarf Woodlands. So yeah, be sure after this you re-enter Snow White's house to obtain a treasure. I don't really remember what it is, though. An attack recipe. We'll be dealing with recipes later on in the game. It's still a little too early for us to, or at least too early for me to start putting them to use. So we are level 2, which isn't bad. So what I like to do before every boss is I will wipe the slate clean and start from scratch for the battle commands. And as you can see here, Quick Blitz and Arrow are maxed out. So you want to use abilities or commands, battle commands that aren't maxed out to gain levels. So that's what we're doing here. It's good to add Elemental, and you want to be keeping your distance on this boss. So start thinking long range. So I added Fire, 2 Blizzards, and Sliding Dash and Strike Raid. And even Sliding Dash I don't recommend using in this battle. Every time I did, it put me in a scenario that I didn't want to be. Don't go that way. We're actually headed the other way, back to where we came from with Snow White. But this boss can be tricky, and it's your first real boss of the game, so rightfully so. And this is your wake-up call to the level of difficulty of where it's going to head, because we're officially in the game now. The tutorials are over. Unless you're listening to me, and I'll be tutorialing you through the entire game. And you hear that little cut in audio? That is because I died, folks, and edited it out. So, he's got a few moves. I recommend just trying to do long-range attacks as much as possible, but as you can see, they don't do too much. What I don't do often enough is shot lock. You should have started the battle off with shot lock. And I've done on previous, as you see that, when he's in the air, the camera goes up, and if you're in the air, if you're coming down from this and he's in the air, you're screwed. You're getting hit. There's nothing you can do about it. But here I'm just doing exactly what I said you shouldn't do, and I'm just rushing him head on, because at this point I was fed up. But just keep your distance. You should be able to avoid that attack without any problems. And those purple, I assume they're fruits that are hanging from them, are poisonous. So you'll see when it comes. But if you get hit with poison in critical mode, it is devastating. Here we stunned him, but the stun lasts a second. I should have shot locked him, but what are you going to do? Like I said, shot lock is essential and critical for this battle. Not essential, because I do it with barely out using it at all. I think I might use it once. But it would help so much. But as he jumps in the air, just get out of the way. And as you can see, those are the poison fruit I was talking about. So steer clear of those, because if they do hit you, it will be a bad time and you're most guaranteed to lose. And especially playing with the way I'm playing without any items or a cure ability, I waste a shot lock by only hitting it once. But that's okay, because it didn't use up all my focus. You don't really get a lot of time to make your move, so you got to be quick. And this is a good way to work you in the game of its pacing. I get hit twice by its little roots that it keeps shooting up. This whole bit goes on a little bit longer than I think it should. It's like constantly going. I'm impatient, so I'm trying to get off whatever ability I can in the meantime. But he's almost dead, folks. Get off a shot lock. And he's in the air. And I was hit, so even jumping, you gotta roll out of the way if you can. Out of focus. That's what happens. If you do not have any focus bar left, you cannot use it. And then I believe, I definitely do it in this battle. It might have already happened already. But if you're too far away, see, sliding dash rushes you right into the danger zone. Avoid that. Boom. Right there in the middle of the strike raid. The animation's still happening. You can't back out of it or move. And you just have to wait to get hit and almost die. It's stupid. Frankly, it's stupid. But I was impatient. I go in for the final kill, and I have no idea what I got hit with. I got lucky, folks, but there is strategy involved. Just keep your distance, use shot lock when you can, get in there whenever you can, but be sure to get out just as quickly, and you'll be able to get through it. I mean, I did it. So if I could do it, you can do it. So yeah, that's basically it for the Dwarf Woodlands. That actually is it, not basically. Actually, it is basically, because if I remember, I believe I did not collect all the treasures. But we have unlocked the Castle of Dreams. And yeah, that's where we'll be heading next, by the way, the Castle of Dreams. But yeah, 92%, so I must have missed a treasure somewhere. It was probably in part 1. I don't remember. I thought I got them all. But I do know for a fact for Castle of Dreams I did get 100%. So I'll be sure later in the game when we do a little revisiting, if we do, I'll be sure to get that. But we will not be heading to Enchanted Domain since that's level 3. We will be heading right down here to Castle of Dreams. But that's it for this video, folks. Hopefully it was helpful. And you take care, and I'll see you in the Castle of Dreams.